It was the year 1966 when legendary Godzilla creator Eiji Tsuburaya decided he wanted to take his expertise in Japanese special effects for the film industries to the TV industries. And after creating a short mini TV series called Ultra Q, he would not only make a TV show that would spawn into a whole franchise, but also created one of the most iconic Japanese superheroes ever. And the superhero's name was Ultraman is a Japanese sci-fi special effects fantasy series that focuses on special effects. And like I said before, Ultraman was not the first TV show of the franchise. Instead, it was Ultra Q. But Ultraman truly did revolutionize the series. Without it, the series would definitely not be going on for 55 years, with its current series being Ultraman Trigger, New Generation Tiga. So to celebrate its long milestone, I decided to watch every 39 episodes of the original Ultraman series and give you guys my opinion about this series. But before I can tell you guys my overall opinion, let me go over a few key categories, such as the plot and story. One night, during an investigation of two strange spheres flying across our Earth's atmosphere, a science patroller named Shin Hayata got too close to one of them and ended up dying in the process. Luckily, a strange terrestrial being felt guilty and remorse about what just happened and decided to give Hayata his own life as well as a special item called the Beta Capsule. Now with a new life, the Beta Capsule, and help from the Science Patrol search party, Hayata can now transform to protect our homeland from giant monsters and hostile alien threats as our hero, Ultraman. Now, the series isn't really known for having long-standing story arcs, instead focusing on Monster of the Week formula. In fact, with a few exceptions, I feel like you could rearrange multiple episodes out of order and it wouldn't change much of a thing. And while there have been some misses, there have also been some hits, with my absolute favorite episode being episode 26 and episode 27, which so happens to be a two-parter. So yeah, while the series doesn't really follow any much continuity, there's still some fun and enjoyable episodes of this series. Now, on to the heroes. For our heroes of this series, we have the Science Patrol Search Party, an international group of scientists that investigates anything strange happening anywhere on Earth or trying to prevent any sort of disaster. First, we got Isamu Hoshino, played by Akihide Suwaza. Hoshino is the youngest member of the Science Patrol and the most recent, as he joined the team in episode 17. And being the youngest obviously means that he does make stupid and reckless decisions. But he's known to show some signs of bravery and maturity even before becoming an official member. He was able to weaken Narongo by blasting his eye off, distract Ragon long enough for Arashi to escape with his parachute, and stop two smugglers known as Diamond Kick with his two friends. So yeah, while Hoshino is a kid, he has shown that he's mature and brave enough to join the Science Patrol. I mean, come on, why else did the Science Patrol let him join? Next up, we got Aikigo Fuji, played by Hiroko Sakurai. Fuji is the communication operator of the Science Patrol search party. She's possibly my least favorite of the main cast because she doesn't really have any defining character traits other than being a girl. I mean, not being sexist or anything, but Fuji doesn't really have any dynamic character traits. I mean, I guess you could say that she's more sympathetic than the rest of the team, but still, that's a bit of a stereotype for girls. I mean, what else is there that she has as a character? She likes flowers, she likes pearls, she's also apparently lazy. She's just uninteresting, that's all I'm saying, guys. Now, on to Daisuke Arashi, played by Sandayu Dokumamushi. Arashi is a sharpshooter group. Known for his hot-headed personality, he's known to either dive into battle or think about diving into battle without thinking about the consequences first, which actually got him kicked out of the Science Patrol in one episode. Don't worry, the group lets him join again at the end of the same episode with a very heartfelt ending. But there's more in him than his hot-headed personality. Arashi is devoted to protecting the innocents, even more than his teammates, arguably. In fact, that's probably the primary reason for his hot-headedness. His sole devotion to protecting the innocents blinds him, and every time he sees a monster that may seem hostile, he thinks about shooting it first, just so that way it won't hurt anybody. In fact, he's so devoted that he'll even defy orders just to save the innocent. So while Arashi is a flawed character, he's still a reliable and devoted member of the Science Patrol search party. Now, enough with him. Let's move on to Captain Toshio Muramatsu, played by the late Aikiji Kobayashi. May he rest in peace. Captain Muramatsu is obviously the leader of the Science Patrol search party. He makes sure that everyone follows orders that they were given by the government, even if he doesn't agree with them all the time. And while I do find that admirable about him, I still think Muramatsu is kinda dull, and I feel like the Science Patrol search party doesn't really need a leader or a captain. I considered all of them equals. Still, Muramatsu does have his moments of being amazing and a strong leader. Now, for the second to last character, we have Mitsuhiro Ide, played by the late Masaya Nihei. May he rest in peace. Ida is the brains of the group. He's often the one who ends up inventing new gadgets for the Science Patrol search party to use. In fact, every technology used by the Science Patrol is most likely Ida's inventions. But also, he's the comic relief of the group. Often joking around or being the butt of the joke, Ida is the most lighthearted of the group. Heck, in this very second episode, he managed to break the fourth wall, which makes him a much more dynamic character than the rest of the group. In fact, Ida is such a great character that nearly everyone who watched the original series thinks that he's the best character. And for good reason. He's usually the one who asks the most realistic questions. Like in one episode, an astronaut had become a horrible monster named Jamila after a horrible accident in space, and while the Science Patrol search party agrees that they have no choice but to destroy him, Ida hesitated, asking whether or not if they should destroy something that was once human. Or in another episode, Ida asked if the Science Patrol are really needed if Ultraman saves the day almost every time. It's moments like these that truly make Ida an amazing character. Bottom line, you gotta love Ida. And lastly, we got Shin Hayata, played by Susumu Kurobe, aka Ultraman, played by Ben Furuya. Shin Hayata is the senior member of the Science Patrol search party, and our main protagonist. Brave, true-hearted, honest, and loyal, he's pretty much Japanese Superman, aka he's about as interesting as French toast. Now, that's not saying that Hayata isn't a bad character, it's just that in terms of being a protagonist, Hayata isn't really gonna go up on anyone's top 10 best protagonists list. But still, Hayata does have his moments, like saying sorry to all the monsters whom he has killed as Ultraman, or helping Ida stop thinking that he, along with the Science Patrol, is useless compared to Ultraman, or even mistaking a spoon for the Beta Capsule. Ultraman, his alter ego, also suffers the same problem with being an uninteresting character, which is a shame when he is the titled character of the show. Still, Ultraman does have his moments as well, like being able to lose or not being able to finish off a monster unless he gets help from the Science Patrol. For example, Antlark, Mular, and Zoragus are monsters that Ultraman that need help from the Science Patrol. And Gomora and Zeton are monsters that were able to beat Ultraman, showing the viewers that while Ultraman is strong, he is still capable of losing. Another thing that stands out about Ultraman is his sympathy, not only to the dead monsters, but a few alive ones as well, like letting go of a monster named Hydra because it was carrying the soul of a young boy who died in a car accident, or helping a monster named Z-Bozu return to his home. He's also shown that he has a comedic side when he laughed at Jiras, and also he wasn't able to lift or throw the 2,000-ton Skydon, but he was able to fairly get the monster off the ground. So while Hayata and Ultraman are both just goody two-shoes, they are still iconic and recognizable in the Ultraman community and are great role models for kids to follow. Thank you guys so much for watching part 1 of this retrospective. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see part 2 as we take a look at the monsters, aliens, music, and the special effects of this series. And if I have enough time, I can give you guys my overall opinion about this series. And if you want to see more content from me, please feel free to watch any other videos that I've made. That's all I have to say for now, and as always, see you guys in another random time. See ya!
You're a fucking asshole.